Hi, my name's Chrissy Lenahan, and I am doing this video to explain the opportunity of becoming a consultant with Pure Haven. Pure Haven is a direct sales company, but it's not like any other direct sales company that I know of. Our very first priority is education, and that really resonates with me because I'm also a high school health teacher. And I just really appreciate the opportunity to bring value and um, content to people's lives and actually empower them as well as selling them products. It's kind of a great mix of being a service provider and also being in sales and making money off of what I do as my own small business. So I wanted to share what I'm doing, and if you have thought that maybe you want to do your own small business and work from home and work around your family's schedule and be able to make flexible income on the side, then this is definitely something you want to check into. And I'm the kind of person who wants all the details before I jump in. And I know that starting your own business can be kind of scary at first. So I just wanted to make a video that explains all of the details flat out and gives you guys exactly what you would need to know to start and what to expect, because this truly is an opportunity where you can make it look however you want. You can work just a tiny bit, just a couple hours a month, and get things for your own family, or you can jump headfirst and make this a full-time business. So I love that flexibility. And the truth is that you might get in and that will change over time. And so you can just flex with it however you wish. So let me first start off by telling you a little bit about my backstory really quick and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I already mentioned that I'm a high school health teacher. And in the fall of 2015, I went to a conference for health teachers, and one of the workshops was called Toxic Beauty. And it was one of the ones I wasn't super excited about. And I went in there not expecting very much, and it kind of changed my life. It had nothing to do with this company. It had everything to do with learning about the toxins that exist in most of our mainstream products in this country. And sadly, it was just a topic that I really didn't know anything about. I really had no idea how many toxins had been linked to disease and disorder that are completely legal and common in the products that we use on our mainstream department store shelves in the United States. So when I found out, I was pretty upset because not only did I think I was an educated person, I was also a mom. And I had also been through some fertility struggles very recently to that time and wondered why didn't any doctors that I had gone to see bother to ask me what I was smothering all over my body all the time. So I knew that I had to change the way I was shopping, and I knew I had a pretty steep learning curve to figure that out, because when you read labels on body products, it's not that simple. There are, chemical names that are a mile long and you don't know what that means. So I was very much starting from the ground up, learning what I had to learn in order to, be empowered to choose safer products. And in the process, I was searching out companies that I knew I could trust. And in doing that, I just randomly found Pure Haven at a holiday bazaar and talked to the consultant who was selling the products and learned even more and decided to try those out before making some of my own products, which I do, by the way, think is a really great way to go, is make your own products. But it was more time commitment and more upfront money than I was ready to invest at that time. So I decided to just give it a try. And then I kind of fell in love with everything and decided that when my job dropped down to part-time as a teacher, that I approached the consultant who sold me the products and asked her if I could join her team. So here I am, and at this point, it's about 2 years down the road, and I am loving it. And it's been probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. And I feel like I am positively impacting so many families in my community, and um, not only impacting them with safe products when they buy, but actually impacting them all along on an ongoing basis with information about how they can keep themselves safe. So it's just really rewarding and super fun. And it's a way to earn money on the side, or like I said, make it a full-time business. So it's up to you. I just love the flexibility. So I'm going to go into the details about how it works, and what the commitment is up front and that kind of thing. So first of all, I wanted to get into the benefits. Um, there's pretty much no other business that you can start for $149 where you can get out of that debt, if you want to call it that, in your first month. It's very low commitment. So I love that because I'm super thrifty and don't have a lot of cash up front. So another benefit is that $149 actually goes to your kit, which is $400 worth of product. So you just get $400 worth of product plus some business materials that you get to use for your family. So it's kind of not even just spending it only on the business, it's actually spending it on products that are far above and beyond that value. So it's quite amazing. And I actually have a lot of people who just purchase the kit for the kit and don't even plan to make it a business. So that is absolutely okay too. Of course, I am looking for business builders to build my team and to climb this challenge with me, because I recently found out that I had the highest sales in my national team for 2017. And I've learned a lot in these last couple of years that I'm completely ready to share in building my team, and so many resources that I can teach and share with people who are ready to start their own business. So anyway, it's very low risk. $149 is the cost of the kit. And then, I'm sorry, I'm just reading my notes as I go because I want to make sure I don't forget anything. The integrity of the company was super important to me when I joined, and Pure Haven has incredibly high standards and quality control. They're all about, like I said, education first. Their main mission is to curb the demand in the marketplace towards safer products, no matter actually what brand that is. The idea is to increase people's awareness in the marketplace so that over time, people will start demanding safer products, and that demand will reach up to the higher manufacturers and change the way that they formulate their products to become safer to meet the demand. So, long story, but super high integrity with the company. And that goes along with our guarantee. We have a 60-day empty bottle guarantee. So if people are not happy or the products don't meet their needs, then Pure Haven will completely replace or let you buy something else of the same value. Customers do have to pay shipping, but I don't know how else you would really do that with a sales company. But I think that's incredible that 60 days and the bottle can be empty and someone can say, I didn't really like that. And they will replace or let you purchase another equal product. So that's awesome. And a really good backing for you as a consultant, because you can feel really, really confident in our amazing products. They also have an amazing customer service team. Whenever I have a question, well, first of all, whenever I have a question, I really do go to my executive, Lindsay O'Brien, who's super knowledgeable and has been doing this business for about 8 years. And she has been an invaluable resource for me. So, of course, you guys could always go to Lindsay, and you can always go to me. But also our home office team, they are in Rhode Island, where the manufacturing facility is, and they go above and beyond. So they will help you with any questions that you have, or any if you have a challenge with an order or whatever. So they're right there to back you up, and I love that. There's also a ton of other support and training. So I am doing training videos like this for people who are joining my team, mostly because the more that I put the basic training onto video, the more time I have to offer my consultants my individual time for their specific questions. So I really do want to support people individually, which is why I'm opting as much as possible to grow my team in my immediate area first, because I want to be here and really personally support people. So you have me as your upline and your trainer, and all the people above me. And really what that means, you guys, is it's just more support. We also have a great Facebook group that's our whole national team. And so there are about 150 consultants on that national team. It's called the Lucky Stars. And that we ask each other questions and give ideas and share graphics and whatever for social media. That's really helpful. And then there are monthly national calls for consultants, just ongoing education about our products and our ingredients and our processes. And so you can participate or not participate in any of that. I just love how this whole entire thing is up to you and what you want to do. Let's see. We also have, I'm starting local team meetings. So if you are in the Vancouver, Washington, and Portland, Oregon area, we have some local some local meetings to support the team, and about every 6 weeks or so. So that's another way that we can share enthusiasm and get ideas from each other and support each other and cheer each other on. As far as compensation goes, it's one of the very best in the industry of direct sales, and it starts off at 30%. So you get 30% of your sales back, and that check is just automatically deposited into your bank account every week. So every Friday, I get a check for the sales of the previous week, and that works out great. I love that, going into my account every week. You also get, as you grow a team, you also get commissions on the sales of your team members, because you are training and nurturing that team just as you would if you owned your own business and you had employees, except for the fact that these employees don't work for you, they work for their own business. And so it's really empowering all the way down. You also earn free and discounted products. So every month, I host my own workshop or party, whatever you want to call it. And all of the orders that I get just from my ongoing customers go into that monthly party. And then I earn free and discounted products based on the sales of that monthly party. One of my favorite things about Pure Haven, unlike a lot of other direct sales companies, is that you don't have to close out the party for things to ship. So if Susie Johnson orders some shampoo from me, that order can just sit inside of that party, and it will be shipped exactly when she pays. So the shipping is also very fast. It arrives at your customers' doors in about 4 to 5 days from when the order is put in. You can have customers put in their own orders using your website if you choose to maintain a website, which costs $4.95 a month. That is optional. You don't have to do that. If you don't maintain your website, then you would just be putting in orders for all your customers. But there are definitely benefits for having your own website, which is the $4.95 a month. And I think it's very worth it, because then you can do the hosted parties where you're earning free product on your sales every month as well. And that's how I get the product for my family, for my house. So most everything I get each month that was free is how I get the products for our house, for all of our cleaning supplies, all of our personal care products. I have started using essential oils. And so that's another huge benefit is getting all those free or discounted depending on how much I need each month. Um, there are no required orders except for one exception, so I'll explain that. But basically, when I first started this, I was really worried that it was going to be high pressure and that it was going to be, there were going to be minimums that I had to meet and sales, sales, sales. And I am not like a salesy person. So that kind of concerned me, and it was one of the things that sort of held me back in the beginning. Here's the only minimum that you have to meet is that you have to sell $500 worth of product in each 6-month period. So the 6-month period goes like the first half of the year, January through June, you have to sell $500 worth, and then July through December, $500 worth. So what that works out to be is $83 a month, which I think if you're starting your own business, including your own sales for your own house, you can probably make $83 a month in sales. And so that's the only minimum that you need in order to keep your consultant status. So let's just say that you start this business and it's not working out for you and you don't have $500 worth of sales in your first 6 months. Then your consultant status just falls off and nothing happens. You get to keep your kit and you just move on with your life. So again, super, super low risk. It's my favorite. So let's see. Sorry, I have a scratchy throat with my recent cold. So I kind of touched on the fact that it's a flexible schedule. That's definitely a huge, huge benefit because I have a 4.5-year-old, Jacob, and I spend 3 days a week at home with Jake. And so I really do get to be at home or out and about on the town and be a business owner. So I do a lot of my work after he goes to sleep at night, and I sit on the couch and I can do my social media. I can promote my events. I can communicate with upcoming hostesses. I can do my orders, whatever. And I can do almost like more than 90% of my business from my couch. So I kind of do it in the nooks and crannies of my day throughout the day, and then a lot when he is sleeping at night. So again, you can make it however you want. You can work as many or as little hours as you want that fits your family and your priorities at the time. I would say that definitely in-person workshops where you're actually teaching a group of people the empowering information that we have in person, that's the best way to go because not only do people learn better, which I know as a classroom teacher, but they love to smell and use and try the products, and it's so much better than doing Facebook parties. So Facebook parties are definitely fine, and I think that sometimes they're a great way to go, especially if you live too far away from people and it's just not feasible to get there in person. It's definitely great to have those slides and graphics in your back pocket, and I have those to share with you. So you're not starting from the ground up, but the in-person workshops are always better. They're more energizing, they're higher sales, people learn more and walk away feeling more equipped and more rewarded and more ready to start like going on their non-toxic journey. So I would suggest if you are just looking to sort of maintain your business like as a very, very small side business, then I would suggest doing an in-person workshop every month or even every other month, as well as your customer base grows, you will have ongoing orders because one of the best things about this is that it is consumable products. So, people will need more deodorant and toothpaste and shampoo and cleaning supplies. And so they'll love what they bought from you and they'll buy again, especially if you give them great customer service and individual attention, which is what we do. So if you want to grow your business, though, then I would suggest you try to set up between 2 and 4, depending on how fast you want to grow, in-person workshops per month. And in the beginning, you might be doing also some, vendor events and stuff. That's completely up to you. You may choose to grow your business that way and make contacts that way of people who want to host for you in the future. That's just another possible way to grow your business in the beginning. I have almost stopped doing the vendor events, but I still every once in a while will do a great one that I know was good for me last year or whatever. So that's totally optional. Excuse me. So I want to explain to you the process of getting started. If you are interested in this business and you kind of want to visualize what would happen if you signed up, this is what would happen. The first thing you would do is you would go on my back office website, which is livepure.biz, and there's a tab on there that says Become a Consultant. So you would click on that, and you would basically just sign up. It gets your bank account information so that it can do your automatic deposit every week, and just asks a few other, information pieces so that it can give you your consultant number. And then what that does, and then you would pay your $149 to get your kit on the way to you. So your kit actually arrives really fast. It's probably faster than 1 week, but there is definitely a lot that you can do if you want while you're waiting for your kit to arrive. And I would be right there beside you, helping you through all these steps. But one of the things you could do is watch my training videos in that time frame. Right now I have 3, and I'm thinking about doing one more about Facebook promotion. But anyway, you would watch the training videos, and you would schedule your launch parties. Those are super, super fun because people are excited for you that you're starting your own business. And you're starting with your family and friends, of course, but the goal is to get out of your family and friend circle as soon as possible. So don't worry about being that pushy direct salesperson. You do not have to turn into that. In fact, please, please don't. Because I really want to support people on my team who are doing this the right way and not being overly salesy. So I teach you those skills about how to do that in a respectful way and provide service and value to people. So anyway, you would set up your launch parties. I have found that the best way to do that is actually to set up 3. And I know that sounds overwhelming. You probably, if you start in it intensely, then as you get going, you will have built some roots in that first month that are really, really valuable. That's probably your most important month, is your first month, if you want to make this a growing business. So my suggestion would be to set up 2 in-person workshops. And so that would be like date number 1 would be, you'd invite all your family and friends. And if they said, I'd love to, but I can't come to that one, then you say, oh, cool, because I have this other option. So maybe that's a different day of the week, or maybe it's a weekend instead of a weekday, or whatever. You try to switch up your times so that if people can't make it to the first one, then they can make it to the second one. So that would be your launch party number 2. And then later in your first month, you would schedule a Facebook launch. So that would be your launch number 3. And that would be for friends and family who just live too far away or have young kids and absolutely can't make it to the in-person ones because, like I said, they're way better. So that would be your 3 ones that you set up. So you just get those on the calendar and schedule those, and then you start inviting people. And I teach you how to do that with layered invites so that people see that in more than one place and they feel like this really is a legit business that you're excited to start and want to hop on and help you and learn about what you're doing. So I teach you all about how to do that. And then your kit will arrive and you will start using all of your products and finding out which ones are your favorites and finding out crazy alternative uses for all of these natural products. You'll love it. Some things have been known to be really good for uses that they weren't even made for. And I love that about natural products because they're completely safe and guaranteed to be free of toxins. So if you want to use, like somebody said the other day, they were posting that they were using the shave gel for leave-in hair conditioner. And I thought, whoa, like interesting, but okay, like that's worth a try. So anyway, you get to start using and experimenting with the product, which was just really, really fun. And like I said, you get so much. You get $400 worth of product. And so I'm happy to share. I have a graphic that basically shows you everything you get in your kit, but it's hard to explain it all here on the video. So just ask me for that. You can message me and I'm happy to pass that along to you because you'd probably want to know what you're going to get. And then the best part of that, if that all sounds really overwhelming, the very best thing is you don't have to do it that way. I just lay it out for you how I wish I would have started and the best way that I think you can get a kickstart on your business. But that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that that's how you have to start. It doesn't mean that you need to have 3 launch parties. It doesn't mean that you need to do one on Facebook. Whatever, this is totally your business and however you want to make it. But I'm here to support you, whatever that looks like for you. Let's see. I just love how you can do it your way. And that was super empowering for me to hear that because, I was like I said, kind of nervous about if there was going to be pressure to sell, and there's totally not. So I also, another reason why I prefer to build my team here in my area first is because I really want to support you. And if you want me to come to your launch parties, I will be there. And if you want to meet up for coffee and do a run through, I will totally do that. So the company makes these workshops or parties, whatever, I use that interchangeably, super easy. You don't have to have any prior information about the toxic issue, as I call it. You have these slides that you just print off and stick them in a binder with sheet protectors. And then that becomes your presentation. And there's words of what to say and everything. So you just run through it with people. And I also have videos of me demonstrating that. So it's not difficult. They make it really, really easy and really motivating for people as they're hearing it the first time. So that's all I have really to share with you guys. What I want to know is I would love it if you would message me and just let me know if this sounds cool to you. And definitely, definitely let me know if you have questions and what they are, because everybody's going to listen to this and think of different things and think of things that I forgot. And I'm just here to support you and see if this would be a good fit for you or not. So I hope to hear from you, and I hope this was helpful, and good luck in whatever you decide to do. Bye-bye. Thanks, everybody.